37 years, this is the first one.
So not even at QVC, just it.
It. And
okay,
could
guys.
be the last one. And I'm not even saying that to be funny or dramatic.
No, because this wore him out.
Yeah, well, it wore our mind. Okay, so now look
Yeah,
at,
there we
see
go.
the blues again?
We move into reds and oranges and greens. This is the first and the only tennis bracelet done in Ammolite on 6 easy payments of $250.67. If you're shopping with your Q card, P.S. look at your comparable retail.
Yeah.
$2,600. If this existed anywhere else, it does not.
Right.
Q card shoppers, you can take advantage of special financing over 12 months' time, and we'll give you the details on that as well. But here's our opportunity to just show off what Ammolite can do. And I don't even have to move it yet.
Yeah, your own private collection. This is probably going to be one of those pieces that we talk about for a very long time.
Right.
There's a reason why in 37 years we have only made one tennis bracelet, because there just isn't enough Ammolite. It's beautifully designed. The back is dramatic and stylish. It moves and flows. We haven't missed a beat on this. And, you know, I love that we're, everybody's so excited about dressing the wrist. It's a very sensual, important part. You can layer it. It goes with everything. But this is a real special item, folks. This is something that
Where do you see this one?
Legitimately we are considering never doing this again, because, you can look at how many pendants you could make.
Or exactly, or rings, or earrings, or
exactly.
anything, right? In fact, I counted, Ken, in the 8-inch, there are 18 stones.
18.
18 Ammolite stones, 70 million years in the making.
Yeah.
Now, we started our presentation, and I had to get an update on the 6 3/4 inch. Did you say, Stan, how many were available in the 6 3/4 inch? Because I think fewer than 6 are available in the 6 3/4 inch. And that's the size that I'm wearing here too.
Now, this bracelet shows you, like when you're buying the pendants and the rings and all of the things in the collection, you can see that all these stones are very similar, but they're all also very different and unique.
Right.
And look at the play. It's a kaleidoscope of color. There's not a gemstone on earth that does this. We don't need to create urgency, but listen, from start to finish, this gemstone will be here probably less than 100 years. We've been doing this for 37 years. I've been doing it for 27, and I can tell you that the world is now just starting to understand how important and how rare and special this gemstone is. There's nothing like it on earth.
But I love how you said, every stone has its own personality, and yet these are clearly of the same family. I'm sure within even your mind there is quite a variation to where if it was too crazy, this is too busy to the eye, I'm not getting it and I'm out.
Absolutely.
Instead, they all look like they're from the same kind of harvest.
And do you see how it flows? And it's very beautiful and supple, and it's just.
And
I'm
yet,
so excited.
Feel it. I always say I love a piece of jewelry that I can feel. It has a heft to it that's comfortable, but I go, ooh, that feels like good jewelry. And also to your point, like you were saying, we could have done these in rings or earrings. Well, every time you do that, that's a separate and often single stone.
Correct.
Which is fine, and I can appreciate. But when you now collect them and gather them, everything that Ken and I have been saying about how everyone has its own personality, everything that we've been saying about how every stone works differently in different light plays, you see that over a dozen times over here.
Absolutely. And what I'm so excited, after a number of years being here, we have 2 of the most sought after and most rare pieces in our entire collection in this hour.
Yeah.
And I mean, these are pieces that I don't think there's a single one being sold in America currently right now. I mean, this is really extra special. So I'm glad you're loving it, and as beautiful as it looks on your wrist, I promise you when you get it at home, it is just going to explode in colors. And I'm grateful for QVC to give us those great easy pays so that you can own something as special and as important as this.
It's one of those once-in-a-lifetime pieces. Like sometimes there are pieces where I say, even when you're not wearing them, you almost wish you had one of these little display forms at home so that you could put them on and just see them and enjoy them. When we do come back, I want to show you the anatomy of it. I want to make sure that you're comfortable knowing that you can wear this and know that it's going to be worn securely on your wrist.
Yeah.
Because, if there's one thing I've presented a lot of, it's tennis bracelets, and I know what to look for you. The first is going to be comfort, right, and fluidity. Do you see
Yeah.
how easily this wraps just around my finger?
So beautiful.
And we'll do the same around your wrist as well. And of course, the more I move it, the more beautiful it gets. And then also the under gallery
I'm glad
and
you're showing
side
that
gallery.
because I think it's
important.
beautiful.
Yeah, every bit about it.
The attention to detail.
And then, of course, how it all comes together. Like if this only had one level of security, that would make me a little nervous because this is an investment piece. Locks into place, and then you're going to get the 2 figure-8 safety closures that give you 3 kind of, levels of security there. But I got to give you an update. I knew I would. We started the show with, frankly, like 50 of them, not many. Fewer than 2 dozen now remain.
Yeah.
The 6 3/4 inch is now sold out. So we're down now to that 7 1/4 inch and the 8 inch. But the price remains the same across the board. Acknowledging again, this is one of those once in a lifetime pieces. Know that you have the special financing available if you're purchasing it with your Q card so that you can spread that out over 12 months time with no interest if paid in full. If you're not shopping with the Q card, you still have an opportunity to spread that out over 6 months time. I always say the first easy pay buys you a month, so that you can get this home and do what Peyton and Ken and I are all begging you to do, and that's take this out into natural light,
yeah.
take it into candlelight, take it
Yeah.
into lamplight, and play with it and explore the beauty that is Ammolite.
And don't forget that a lot of those blues that we have in these stones you just see on the top, they're very challenging to show on camera. But what I love and what we're getting lots of references from your viewers is that Ammolite, when they get it at home, actually looks even
better in person.
because Ammolite is 3 dimensions. Your television, of course, is only 2.
That's a good point.
Really extra special piece. Almost 3 months of our entire global production to do this.
All right, so I'll hesitantly ask Ken to make more, but it sounds like it's not going to happen. Hey, those of you who want to
Right.
spread this out over 12 months' time and utilize your Q card special financing opportunity, there's the information. No interest if paid in full within 12 months. We're doing that on select items throughout the day when they are being purchased with your Q card. Now, added bonus here, if you're opening up a Q card today, where sometimes we'll do a $10 statement credit for you. Today, we're doing $20. You'll receive that on a future statement if you're opening up your Q card and placing an order today. J346229 for the only tennis bracelet possibly ever from Ammolite. So this was actually the first